the fierceness of the fire, like a pen knife to cut them off as their feet drop into slippery slopes. Into the depth of the pit, the bumble and bush set ablaze with the brimstone as my heart instruct me in the night, as it hits me with the nightly dew. Stars falling down like a fallen star from the clouds, clapping thy hands tied in a clot of unknotting knots. Thy chains of thy vagabonds that never held me, observing thy likeness, forward beast, riding upon sea to sea, very much different in every which shape and turn. Slowness like a turtle dove of thy lands, the weapon is thy knife pen, burning ablaze in the night, as I watch upon the shiftly of the skies, with a rising of a morning star. Nor against the temple covenant shall I be. I don't do this for me. I do it for the Father, a leader to all his people. Every word guarded and kept safe, etched upon thy mind, engraved upon thy heart, sown in thy soul, hidden in the spiritual realm, within thy spirit, like a wheel hidden within a wheel. A raging storm of thy words studies inside a tornado in the hurricanes of the winds. I shall not require no gain or no personal interest on to guard and protect only one within the tower of thy fortress, with thy sight protecting thy highways of the loving kindness. Include mental facilities as well, for love is thy name of the game. Freely forgiven both and set us loose, assign the locks and ask who will love me the more. Who taught me? I'm going to tell you. Jesus taught me, for I know Jesus. He taught me. Light feet, big sandals. He has a big sandals to fill. Nicodemus has possession of them at home in the word studies of him who taught me Jesus. For I know Jesus, he taught me. No man can lead me astray. Upon the valleys of Sheol, along the roadside of thy crooked paths, beaten straight into a narrow. The silence, the chatter of the deaf adder, sting of death utterly silenced in the midst of an unapproachable light. Oh boy, I found my way through thy paths of thy mysteries and thy puzzles. I think I got the spirit of Jesus. That's right, I know Jesus. While out playing dice, roll yourselves upon the Christ. 1,000 oils sprinkled with 1,000 rams upon 7 lampshades, for I know my Father, and you know him as little as you know me. My Father, as little as you know me. Oh, wait, here I am, for I've never worn vagabonds. I'm signing and singing hymens and hymnonyms to praise thy Father, for he sent me and set me on a dangerous heights. Asked, what do you see? Fig trees of the false tongues, the liars and the liars. Lie down in thy flocks of thy fields. La 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 la. I look down and see strange things upon thy land. A first-class soldier in disguise, like an angel from above, falling from the skies like a shooting star falling at night. We figured it out, thy puzzles of thy best hidden mysteries, like eating and drinking wine or vinegar with thy enemies at that table. I think y'all got some lame feet. Bite of the dead body naturally risen from thy coffin, torn up and risen to life. With your own eyes behold and see a skillful woman ascending like a dove to the skylines of thy clouds. Oh wait, it's gonna rain, the drippings from thy tears, shoved in a bottle and sent ashore, to be forgotten like a begotten son, and nailed to the cross, sufferings at the hands of the humans for their own self-conceit and self-interest of thy own desires of thy flesh, like a heart that deceives, but love does not wrong nobody. Let not bitterness of the viper attach to thy hand, becoming filled with jealousy and rage of the spirit. Thy heart knows thy souls and the thoughts of thy minds. Ooh, here we go. Let them bow and kneel down to the glory of the majesty. A great leader of thy districts, kings of kings, author behind such powerful words of Christ God himself. For he is one we know there, not written in thy stars, but they befall with the darkness of a bow shot across the sky. Like a AR faucet across the night skies, release the javelins and the jamborees. Artistic, heavenly instruments, terroristics of the heavens, a loud voice sounding thy alarms of thy trumpets, number be complete for its restoration. Restoration of thy ruins scattered upon thy lands of the precious stones and walls, destroyed upon sea to sea of thy salty pillars. Know thy teachings be taught before you speak thy tongue of the meeting tent. Seraphim of a chariot, of thy muzzle, thy mouth, and hear thy sounds. La 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 la. I'm so joyful of the noise, for I'm persuaded and persuaded beyond principalities, best known adversaries to be read yet. Over Israel, a place of the dwelling of thy tombs of Sardai, a place of Sheol of thy tomb, the tablets brought together, restoration of thy ruins of thy kingdoms lay utterly desolate. Behold, I'm laying in a stone in Zion to make men tremble like never before. Never tell your right hand what your left hand's doing, for he taught me, and I know Jesus. He brought me out the depth when there was none. Took a root and upward it back down. Sprinkled the water over it, grew anew like a sinew of folly, foolishness, and pride of an unbelieving husband playing dice. Rolling myself to Christ, for I solemnly tell you time draws near, but the time is now. It's my divine due time. I'm gonna sing aloud like the words of the famine through thy lands. Selflessness, curse of thy pioneers, vapors running now, rest loud and clear, nigh a delta of the narrow tree, shouting, David's offspring, have mercy by it on me. Loud voice shouting and crying now from the shattered stones of betrayal. I see so callous, I see like the monsters of the beast riding on the seas to the seas. Inside of for the likeliness, but very different of each other, empathically called together, one voice and one sound. One sound instrument of thy ears, a foresight so strong of the power of God, gift upon gift of gift, rising early and late at night of the nightly dew on my hair, precious chief cornerstone I hear, for he taught me, Jesus I know. My most inner self being knows well. I know Jesus and he taught me.